we need to have a talk. It's about the modes. Friends and neighbors, welcome back to the Brownstone. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the modes because I am seeing more videos of people telling you to stop learning the modes. 10, 9, 8. My dear friends and neighbors, look at me. I need to tell you something. There are two things that you will never see me do on this channel. One, I'm never going to tell you to stop learning something. Two, you're never going to hear me say that you're doing this wrong. When I see videos with titles like that, there's no way I'm clicking on them. There's no way. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the modes and something that I feel is constantly being overlooked when it comes to playing these scales. First of all, a little bit of knowledge about the modes is necessary for this lesson. So if you don't know or if you're not familiar with the modes, check out this video. It breaks them down in the easiest way and you'll have a better understanding of them in no time at all. Now let's get to this lesson. So what I wanted to talk about today was the idea of being able to use all the modes all the time. Usually I hear the question asked, when do I play a D minor Dorian scale? How do I use that? And I've heard many answers, but I've never heard this answer. And the way that I see it, you can use it anytime you want. Because if I'm playing a C major scale, and then I decide to play so on and so forth. I decide to play the triads associated with that formation of the scale, then I'm playing all of the chords, all of the diatonic chords. So it stands to reason that I could do the same thing on each mode. Here's the 2 chord, the 3 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, and I'm doing this all on the Dorian scale, D Dorian, the second mode of C major. So it doesn't matter what mode I'm playing. If I'm playing diatonically within a certain key, then I should be able to find all of the triads of that key on every single mode. So then if I can find all the triads, I should be able to find all of the chords. And if I can find all of the chords, then I should be able to play through all of the chord progressions. So even if I'm playing through a simple 2-5-1, my root notes are D to G to C. If I move up to D Dorian, D to G to C. If I can find my root notes, I can find the triads. That's D Dorian. If I move down to E Phrygian is a minor scale where the second note of the scale is flat. So I've got the 6th is my 2 chord. The minor third of that Phrygian scale is my 5 chord. And then the 6th of that scale is my 1 chord. And if I can find the roots, D, G, C, then I should be able to find the triads. So I'm using the E Phrygian scale to find the chord tones of a 2-5-1 chord progression in the key of C. I should be able to do this with every single mode. I'll skip the Lydian scale because I see the Lydian and the Phrygian as the same thing. On the bass, they're the same. So I'll skip down to G Mixolydian, a major scale where the 7th note of the scale is flat. Now here I have my D at the 5th of that scale, G is at the root, my C, the 1 chord, is at the 4th degree of the Mixolydian scale. The 5th, the root, the 4th. If I can find my my root notes, then I can find the triads. Oops. I'll do that again. That's that. Now I'll move down to the sixth mode, the Aeolian mode. If I play just a natural minor scale on that A, then the fourth up to the seventh to the minor third of the Aeolian scale. That gives me my 2-5-1 chord progression, at least the roots of those chords, using that scale. And if I can find the roots, those are the triads of the 2-5-1 using the Aeolian scale in C major. And then when I get down to the Locrian scale, I'm back home, basically. The Locrian is a minor scale where the second note of the scale and the fifth note of the scale are flat. But it also lays right on top of C major. So then I can go back to where I can go back home, basically. There's my 2 chord. There's my 5 chord. Here's my 1 chord. I can use all of the modes all the time, everything, everywhere, all at once. So with that information, you can try something like this. Take a tune like Autumn Leaves, where the chords are very diatonic except for that one D7 chord. If you play that tune in the key of G, G minor, then you can use that G minor as your sixth mode of B flat, which means you can also use all the modes of B flat. So see if you can play, maybe just play like the first 8 bars of Autumn Leaves using each mode of B flat major. Maybe I'll make a separate video demonstrating that. But it's a great exercise to really get you to understand where everything is going to be everywhere on the neck. So yeah, you can use a D Dorian scale on a D minor 7 chord, but you can also use a D Dorian scale on every diatonic chord of C major. Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm going to leave it there for now. Maybe I'll make a part 2 of this video and demonstrate this a little bit more, but let me know in the comments if you understand what's going on so far. Also, let me know if you're able to take a tune, a simple tune with a very simple diatonic chord progression, and see if you can take that through all the modes. Let me know how successful you are with that exercise. I feel like I had to make this video because this is one aspect of the modes that I don't see talked about very often, and it's how I get around the neck and how I understand tunes harmonically a little bit more, so I can see everything. So I hope it helps you to also see everything, everywhere, all at once. And that's that. Friends and neighbors, you know what to do. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, donate, join the channel. All of the above is greatly appreciated, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Peace.